Rivers are rich ecosystems by themselves. They are habitats of various kinds of species. We may not be able to see rivers in urban areas. In fact, there are many rivers in Hong Kong. Have you ever visited a river before? Rivers are very important geographic features which are worth studying. Most sources of rivers are found in high mountains. They flow over land for many kilometers and finally enter into the seas. We can divide rivers into 3 sections: the upper course, the middle course, and the lower course. In Hong Kong, most rivers are short. They only have upper and lower courses. The slopes of upper courses are the steepest among the 3 sections. Here we can see the Bride's Pool. It is the upper course of the river. Generally speaking, the amount of water in the upper course is small. The energy of the river is therefore low too. The flowing water is too weak to remove rock fragments on the riverbed, and so it's very rugged. Down-cutting force dominates in the upper course. River water erodes riverbed. This creates deep valleys. We call them V-shaped valleys. There are a lot of special landforms found at the upper course. Rapids are one of the examples. When river water is unable to remove the more resistant rock layer, but is enough to erode the less resistant rock downstream, the riverbed becomes uneven and causes turbulent currents. Rapids form. If the river falls vertically down, waterfalls form. At the base of the waterfall, we can find a plunge pool. As the water of the waterfall falls vertically down with rock fragments, it produces a circular pool. That is the plunge pool. After looking at the features in the upper course, let's go visit the lower course. In Hong Kong, many rivers flow along steep slopes before reaching the lowland. The division between upper and lower courses is where rivers reach the lowland. Let's take a look at the example of the Shengyu River in Shengshui. This section of the river is the lower course. Can you tell the differences between this section of the river and that at Bride's Pool? The gradient of the lower course is gentle. Its valley is broad V-shaped. The speed of flow begins to reduce here and resulted in the deposition of load. The riverbed becomes shallower. As the river water from different tributaries join here, the amount of river water increases. Do you still remember the amount of river water in Bride's Pool? Compare it with the section of the Shengyu River. Do you find any differences between them? The lower course of a river often has a large amount of water, a gentle gradient, and a meandering channel. These favour the deposition of load on the riverbed. Silting occurs easily. When the river channel cannot hold the excess water, flooding may occur. When typhoons and rainstorms attack, they bring a lot of rainwater. Rivers will be flooded easily. Farmland and villages near rivers will be affected. The flood level may be so high that even the bridge is drowned. This caused great economic loss to villages. To control flooding, the government has taken many measures, such as dredging and widening the river channel. These can increase the speed of flow. Now the problems of flooding in the Shengyu River have been improved. Can you guess what will happen when a river reaches the sea? This is the mouth of a river in Tongcheng. We can see that river water is blocked by seawater here. The speed of flow has slowed down and even stopped. The load the river carried is deposited along the river. Repeated flooding and deposition builds up a large flat area called a floodplain. The soil here is fertile. We can also find mangroves here. Having visited different sections of a river, I am sure you have learned a lot about rivers. When you go hiking or carrying out field trips in the future, do look out for the fluvial landscape and their characteristics.